Alright, so I'm back, and today we are going to take a brief look at the Unique Toys Warlord set. This is kind of the reissue set that TF Source is doing, where it's $300 for the whole set loose. And I'm doing this by request, so we're not going to focus too much on the transformations and such. We're just going to look at it real quick because I've already reviewed this set. I did the first review, then I did a re-review right afterwards, and then I did the big comparison videos. So, you know, I've already looked at this thing quite a few times. So, but I was requested to do it one more time. This will be the last time I review this guy. So here they all are in their beast modes, and they all look pretty good. The beast modes are their weakest set, so if you're looking for a set to display solely in beast mode, then the other two options out there are probably going to be better. So anyway, we'll just start with Rampage here. So he's, you know, the cat. He looks good. He's got the legs back here. There's a swivel, knee swivel, another knee swivel. Foot is on a ball joint shoulder, swivel bicep, ball jointed elbow on a pin, so double bend elbow, and the foot is on a ball joint. Head, it rotates. It's also got a hinge there, so it kind of can get a little bit more posability, and the mouth opens and closes. Tantrum here. Head swivels. Arm is on a ball joint. It's on a ball pin, so it gets good range of motion there. Ball jointed knee. Swivel at the foot, and the nothing at the actual. Oh, they do swivel, just ever so slightly. Nothing at. Yep, waist does swivel. Back leg is on a ball jointed knee, swivel at the foot, and the tail kind of goes up and down. Razor claw here, ratcheted back leg in, out, up and down. There's a swivel here, and then a bend at the foot. Front leg is on a double hinge, swivels, bends at the knee. Foot is on a ball peg, and the head kind of looks up and down. Mouth does open and close, and then the tail does move, but this tail is very loosely attached, so you know, just be wary of that. Head strong here. Head swivels. Shoulders on a ball jointed knee. Swivel at the whatever that would be, bicep, I guess. Foot pivots, waist rotates, back leg ball jointed knee, swivel at the calf, and then the foot does pivot a little bit. And then dive bomb here, head is on a ball joint, good range of motion there. You want to keep it up, either up like this or open like that, so that it covers up the robot face. Wings can go in and out, up and down. Now with the reissue set, I don't have any issues with the wings. My first version, these were really loose, along with Rampage's back legs were really loose. But these ones seem really tight, no problems there. Wings fold in and out, and each feather swivels. Can't really bend the waist due to the assembly back here. Tail fin comes out. The legs are on ball joints, and then the foot is on a ball joint, and each claw has one point of articulation, so it does work pretty well. All in all, I think these guys look really well, or look really good in this mode. Not the best of the three, and I went over that in the full comparison reviews, but they do look pretty good. to transform them, just fold this up, fold these up, tail will fold up like so, split the legs, extend them down, flip the foot out, rotate, rotate, flip this around, close that up, rotate this around, flip this up, just like so. This comes down, then you pull this out. That will allow you to rotate the head up, collapse this down, rotate the head around, and there you have him in robot mode. And in robot mode, his head swivels, ball jointed shoulder, swivel at the bicep, double bend elbow because it's got two hinges there. Nothing at the hand. Waist rotates, hips are on ball joints, thigh swivel, bends at the knee. Foot does have a little bit of a bend there. And then you can take one of the guns here, just plug it into his hand, and we'll give him one of the swords, and there you go. Now, while the guns aren't quite as accurate as the King's Arsenal set for Feral Rex, but they do a decent job. But the swords, though, are pretty much spot on to what the G1 swords were. So that's really, really nice. I really like that. Tantrum here, you just you want to rotate the head around, take the arms here, and these will fold back, and you want to just unfold these arms, straighten them out, then this will kind of rotate here, and then the tabs in. Do the same thing over here. And like so. Split the legs because it makes it easier to unhook them. And then you just slide them down. It's really tight on this one. Flip the tail up. This will collapse down. Collapse it down. Rotate it around to the back, and then it just kind of hinges in on itself right there. So, and then you flip the foot down. And there you got him. And we want to give him let's give him this doohickey thing. It's a missile pod thing. It's stupid looking. I don't like it. And then we'll give him a sword as well. And then his head does rotate side to side. It doesn't really have any up and down though. Shoulders ball joint, double bend elbow. There is a bit of a bicep swivel due to the ball joint there, but it's kind of hard to access. And then there's another one right below the elbow. Again, it's kind of hard to access because as soon as you start moving it, this plate will move. Waist rotates, hips are on ball joints, thigh swivel, bends at the knee, and the foot has a little bit of a pivot. Move over to dive bomb here. Fold that up. These will come back. Just gonna rotate them down. You want to rotate the waist around, close the feet up, and then you slide this down over the feet, which I think is a great transformation because it hides the feet pretty well. Flip down the robot feet, then you pull the arms out like so. And we'll give him a gun. And we'll give him a sword. That's kind of loose. Let's try this one. It's a little tight, but we'll make it work for now. Head is on a ball joint, side to side, up down. Wings still retain the same articulation. Shoulders can rotate up and down. There's a hinge outwards. Bends at the elbow. There's no swivel at the bicep. Waist rotates. Hips are on ball joints. Thigh swivel. Bends at the knee. And then the foot has a little bit of a pivot too. All in all, I really think this is the best of looking of the dive bombs when you want like a G1 look. The other two had the bigger wings, which are okay, but you know, I think that just pulls off the G1 look the best. For him, you rotate the head like this, and there's the robot head. Pull the arms out. You want to pull this little plate here out, rotate it down. This will come back. This will slide up. Same thing over here. It's kind of an odd assembly here, to be honest, but it works well enough, I guess. There we go. Slide this up. You want to split the legs and then just kind of pull down like so. Transformation is very similar to Tantrum. Fold this up. And there you go. We'll give him a sword. And we'll give him this gun maybe. And there you go. Head swivels. Shoulders are on ball joints. It's a little tight because of all the assembly on the back. Elbows, ball joint, waist swivels, hips are on ball joints, thigh swivel, bends at the knee, foot has a little bit of a pivot. And then for Rampage here, or Razor Claw, rotate the arms down, this will fold down and around like so. You want to rotate the waist, fold this tail up, come back here, you can pull this back, head rotates around, close it back up. Then you want to take this assembly here, open this up, and then you're able to this will just hinge out like so. Comes up, pull this panel out, collapse it up. Oh, before you do that, you actually want to take this piece here and you fold this in like so. Wait, like so. This will collapse in, fold out the foot. Same thing over here. So you want to rotate this out. This will unfold, fold the foot up, rotates up, rotate these cannons up. You don't really need to have the cannons here, but I really like them on him this way. Then you come here and you pull this piece out. Fist rotates out. This will collapse up. Just like so. Same thing on this side. Pull this out, rotate the fist, collapse it up. And then, like I said, I think the best feature of this set is the swords, is the fact that they actually come with G1 looking swords. Then you can plug the gun into his hand. And there you go. For him, shoulders swivels. This one seems really loose. Rotates in and out. Bicep swivel, bends at the elbow. Nothing really at the hand. Head rotates side to side. Waist swivel. Hips ratchet up and down, in and out. There is a nice solid bend at the knee. There's a swivel right below the knee. It's very loose. I need to find a way to tighten that for combined mode. And then the foot does rotate a little bit. And there you go. So I think the set really shines right here. Because if you're like I said in the comparison videos, if you're looking for a set that resembles the G1 figures really well, this is the one for you. And the fact that all four of the limbs are deluxe sized figures, and he's a Voyager sized figure, it works really well with like the classic Seekers, and it works really well with the Combiner Wars figures. Here's Superion or Silverbolt. So I think he scales in there very well. So I think it works very well with what Hasbro's doing right now. And that's why I switched back to him as opposed to Feral Rex, because those guys are Voyagers. They're huge. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, for me, I wanted something that would scale with everybody else, and yet still have that massive look when you combine them. Yeah, I guess we'll just do the combine mode real quick. It doesn't take long. I was going to skip it and just grab my other one, because I actually have two. So let's start by taking all the guns out. Oh, and his hand just popped off. There we go. Take the guns out, and we'll combine the guns real quick. So you take these like this. This will rotate out. Take this here. There's a round peg and then more of a rectangle peg right there. So this will plug in here, and this will plug in here, like so. Then you take these little pistols, and they just plug into the side, and it holds it all together. I like it. I think it assembles really well. This is better than the Feral Rex one because it actually holds together. Mine had issues where it wasn't holding together very well. So yeah. But the best of the big guns, as I said in the main review, was the one for the TFC. They had the best. Alright. So take do the right hand first. And you just take the sword out. That just goes off to the side. Pull this out, rotate the head in, and then you want to rotate this piece out like so. Fold the feet up. This will rotate around like so, and this is the way you kind of want to have it angled, like this. So you've got the I'll show you. When you peg this in, there's just two square pegs there and there that plug into these holes here and here when you plug the legs together. So now we've got the double bend elbow. Fold this down. This will rotate back. Fold up the hands here, and then there's a slot right there that this will peg into, and there you go. Sorry if I'm seeming rushed, but I am trying to do a full combiner in one go again. we go. Alright, so once we have the arm attached, we're going to have a bicep swivel here. Double bend elbow. Great range of motion there. Hand is on a ball joint. There's a thumb swivel, 2 points of articulations at the thumb, and each finger's on a ball joint with 2 points of articulation after that. So it's a great range of motion. Then you take the gun here and you just plug it into the side, and there you go. Take him, fold up the arms real quick. Head comes up like that. You fold up the arms. I'm gonna have to glue that hand back into place. Like so. Hand came off again. Worry about that later. So these will fold back, and then we do the same thing over here. Just kind of fold this up as quickly as we can. Slide the feet in. And again, this one's really super tight. Go, and then these will tab together. Plug those in like so. Grab a foot, plug it on, and then once this is all attached, he does have kind of a calf swivel if you want to use it, and then this will rotate out like so. This bends down. This will rotate up, and then each one of the toes can swivel. And then it does have a light up gimmick on the toes, which is kind of silly. And next, swivel that up. I'm trying to move as quickly as we can. We've already seen this. I'm just going to rotate those back. Like so. These are really tight. Up. Like so. Take the other foot and it just plugs in. Again, we got the same articulation with the foot. This will rotate out. These seem a little loose on this one. And then the calf kind of has a point of articulation there. Pull the sword out, and then what we want to do here is we detach the wings. Set those off to the side. These will fold up. Rotate this around. Pull that out. Fold the feet up. And then we want it facing like this. And then this will kind of come down. Then you take the hand here. Plug it in. Like so. So he's got the bicep swivel, double bend elbow again, ball jointed hand. The hand's the same as the other one, so great range of motions on that one. Take the sword out. Set them all off to the side. And what you want to do here is you open up this panel here, fold the foot or the hand in, like so. This will stay where it's at. You collapse the arm, like so. Collapse the arm. Rotate this back, like so. Then you want to extend the waist, pull this back, head rotates around, and snaps into place. Alright. Now we fold the feet up, and we're good. Alright, now you want to take this assembly here. This is the back plates. This will come over here, and then just kind of pulls down like so. Then this, you want to pull the line head up. We'll just slide over here. There's a little tiny tab right in the center there that'll plug into this little hole right there. It doesn't seem like it's the best decision for them to make, but once you get it in there, it actually holds incredibly well. Fold the line head down, and then you take the arms here, and there's a little peg right there. They'll plug into this hole right there. You line that up. And you line that up, just like so. We're going to rotate the camera up a bit. So in this mode, there is no waist swivel. The legs do articulate forward and in and out, and then there is a thigh swivel. Again, that's really loose. I'm going to have to tighten that. It does seem to be a trend with the mold. And we'll wait on everything else. Alright, so you just take the leg here, and you just plug it on. Plug it on, just like so. Rotate the camera up a little bit more. Take dive bomb here. Just plug in. And you plug it in. Alright, so new points of articulation in this. You got the arms that swivel. You can actually swivel them either at the cannon or in front of the cannon. You can pull these cannons out, give them a little bit more height to them. The cannons can also attach on the back of the wings, but I was not a fan of that. And then the knee obviously bends. So there's that. And we take the wings here, and there's just some clips here, and these tabs that'll just plug into the back right here. So we just line these all up. And tab it all together. There we have the wing assembly. And then the head, which has a swivel side to side, up and down. And we just plug that into the top. And there you go. I think he's awesome. And then he also does have the big giant sword, which I have in this one's hand. I got one of these in a trade, and it didn't come with the sword, or it got lost in shipment. So there you go. That's what it looks like with the sword. So there is both of them put together. Quick size comparison. Here they are with the Seeker jets. They're massive in comparison. They're about the same size as Rex when it comes to height. Rex definitely beats them with bulk. And then here they are with Giant. And as you can see, they are over a head taller. So they're definitely the biggest combiner I own right now, and that's exactly what I wanted. The fact that they go from 4 Deluxes and a Voyager to that is awesome. Masterpiece Car, Rodimus, Rainstorm, and Warfare Cybertron Megatron. So you guys see how they all stack up together. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a great set. I originally gave it I think a 9 out of 10. Now seeing the other options, I'm gonna have to drop it down to an 8 out of 10. I still think it's a really awesome looking figure, and it's a great option for somebody that doesn't have the money to track down Rex, because Rex has sold out in a lot of places. And it's a better option just in general than the TFC, in my opinion. A lot of people are giving me shit about that, but I think they look pretty good together with the smaller combiners. If you're going big combiner, you got to go with Rex. That's just the way it goes. So yeah, there you go. Quick overview, only 30 minutes long. So anyway, question of the day is, how well do you think these guys scale with the collection that I'm going? Do you think it's a good scale? Because I do. I guess, yeah, that's it.